Hello and welcome to my awesome health journey. I'm Brett Dupree. I have been talking about it for a while now, and I'm excited. I was excited for yesterday, and I'm excited for today. Why? Because today I'm talking about one of the most amazing things about this process of intuitive eating. Something that has honestly been the biggest shock. I put a lot of faith in my nutritionist to reach this point. In fact, it was very hard to accomplish and get to this point, which is I have no food rules. None. I make no rules for what I eat. I make no rules for if I eat this, then I have to eat that. I have none. If I wanted to eat an entire chocolate cake right now, there's no arbitrary diet rule in my head to tell me I shouldn't eat that cake. There's no arbitrary diet rule in my head telling me that I'm gonna get out of ketosis because I ate that um, chocolate cake. And when I talk about maximum enjoyment, this freedom that I have is amazing. Like during this process at the beginning, when I put so much trust in my nutritionist, because I thought in my head that if I'm going to do this and work with my nutritionist and work with my therapist to just really go through it and take their advice and work. And it was hard. It was very hard because I gained a lot of weight. I was really worried about my blood sugar. I could notice like my hands started to get numb at one point. That only lasted about 2 weeks. Working out um, helped that, but it was hard. But started to get better and better, and it would reach the point of complete freedom. Before, when I was dieting, I would eat something on Monday morning, and then it would turn out to be this big, elaborate, just so many rules and so much mental energy in my head. Because once I started on this process, I made some individual goals that made sense to me. And one of my goals was to stop making food such a dominant aspect of my life. And the freedom I get with intuitive eating is amazing. Even if I don't drop 1 pound and stay this big, which of course, weight is not my goal. I still would rather to lose some of it to be just more comfortable in my body. But at the same time, even if that doesn't happen and I spend the rest of my life at this weight, it is worth it for the food rules to just go away and just feel this freedom. It's so freeing. I have so much more mental energy. I started really budgeting and working with the emotions with budgeting. Well, how was I able to do this? Because I no longer think about food all the time. I no longer think the fact that I ate too much Monday and or generally let's say Thursday because that's actually makes more sense in my head. I ate so much on Thursday for lunch. I overate, so I might as well eat a lot on for dinner because my diet's broken. Might as well enjoy myself. And then Friday comes around. Well, I already messed up this week, and so I might as well start on Monday, and then I have like 4 days where I just gouge myself. But heaven forbid it's on like the 25th, and I think, well, oh, wait, Monday's on the 25th. I might as well start at the beginning of the month. So I have another week where I eat like crap. Oh, and that can cycle, and that cycle could go on for 3 or 4 months. And now, due to the no food rules, due to not shaming myself on every meal, due to not talking into my head about what I just did that day, even if I ate an entire chocolate cake, the food rule means I just ate a chocolate cake. And then I'll check in with my body. And I'll ask myself, did that feel good or did that feel bad? And if you ever ate way too much sugar, that feels bad. My body would feel lethargic. I'd feel that weird, sugary feeling. That doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel healthy. Might even feel sick for days. It feels like crap. So my rule isn't food rules. My rule is to eat in the way that I enjoy myself and I feel good afterwards. And sometimes I will eat too much. Sometimes I'll get too excited for a food and I'm too hungry. And I'll eat too much because, oh my God, this Birria pizza is so freaking good. and I waited an extra. I didn't ate a small breakfast, and it's like 1 when I got it. So I ate half of it. This is actually something that happened. I ate half of it before, just enjoying every freaking second of it. But I was done with half of it because I thought in my head, I'll just eat half. And however, a quarter was more than enough. And after I finished half, I was like, wow, I don't really feel good. But I did enjoy it. So next time we do this, we'll check in more and just eat a quarter and enjoy because then I'll have more to save for later. It's not a food rule. It's just enjoying what I'm doing and enjoying my life for what it is. And that's the most exciting part about this is the lack of food rules that I have. And I love it. I'm just ecstatic about this part. And I'm working on just refining, getting more in touch with my body, getting more in touch with my hunger, getting more in touch with the foods that energize me. For instance, I watched a TikTok and it said this dietitian said he eats a cup of almonds, a cup of mixed nuts every day. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to eat it, half quarter cup of mixed nuts every day because of the good things that does for my heart and the good thing that does for my body. And that's why I'm doing it. I like it. I like mixed nuts. They're delicious. And so now I eat it after workout on days I work out. And that's fine. I like it. And I, check it with my hunger. I check it with my body. It's an enjoyable process. I enjoy doing it. So I'm adding something that brings a little more health in my life, but I'm not doing it because of like some arbitrary food rule or I have to do it to be healthy. I do it because I want to be healthy. Being healthy makes me feel enjoyment, feeling my body, getting my blood pressure down feels great. And I like eating mixed nuts. And so, yeah, it's not a food rule. It's just something I want to add because I like it. And that's the way I eat now. I like it. Sometimes I eat for pure pleasure. Sometimes I eat because I know this will make my body feel better. And both are just as valid. And I just work for more body feels better than pleasure, but not ever throwing out pleasure because pleasure is awesome. And so, yeah, basically that's my talk on no food rules. Like and subscribe. Love you. You're awesome. All that jazz. And I need to wash this turmeric off my face.